So if you're in the market for a new BMX bike, you might be considering a bike with high tensile steel, or you might be considering a bike with full chromoly. During one of my live streams, I had a Dougster bobber say, hey, I would never, ever consider a bike with high tensile steel. Well, that's a valid opinion, and honestly, I came to the same conclusion after breaking and buying many high tensile steel bikes. A fully high tensile steel bike might be perfect for a few different types of riders. So in this video, I'm going to explain who should buy a high tensile steel bike and who shouldn't buy a high tensile steel bike. If you're considering a new bike, definitely stay till the end so you can figure out whether or not it's okay to save the money and buy a high tensile steel bike. Let's get right into it. That one dude says, I've seen him pop in here a few times with, you still won't catch me buying a high tensile steel bike, new or at all, honestly. If you can't afford a new full chromoly bike, buy a used custom that's built out with aftermarket parts. At that quality level, there's zero reason to buy new. And this is one of the most important things to mention right now. Like if you guys are watching this and you haven't bought your bike yet, high tensile steel for a rider who is like 4'10", you weigh 120 pounds, you're gonna be fine on it, but it's still important to think about the longevity of the bike and what you plan to do with the sport. My first bike was high tensile steel. I was a bigger kid and I was probably 13 or 14, but those bikes, the high tensile steel bike for me didn't last very long. I probably broke everything on it in 6 or 7 months, and then I had to buy a new bike with some chromoly. Then I broke that bike and I had to buy a new bike. And so what is important to point out here for everybody who's looking for a bike is, sure, you can buy the Verdi AV right now. Let me find it. I'm gonna find it and show you guys the AV, because I do recommend this one to smaller riders. So for smaller riders who are looking for a lightweight BMX bike, this is a good choice. Even for $419, I'd say it's worth it. For $300, this is incredibly worth it. It's a full high tensile steel frame, but it only weighs 24.5 pounds. It's low quality, but it's lightweight. And for a small rider who's lightweight, this is going to be fine. But it's important, again, to think about the longevity. If this small rider is planning to ride for a very long time, it would probably be better to spend a few $100s more and get something that's better quality, that's going to last 2 years versus 2 months, or 2 years versus 1 year. You're just going to save money in the long run going that route. However, I do realize there are a lot of people who get out there and they look at bikes and they're like, well, I think I just want to ride a little bit, but I don't plan to ride for a very long time. And then at that point, it doesn't matter that much what you get. It just, you got to think about the long term there. And that's a very important thing that a lot of people overlook. What do you want to do with your bike? How long do you need it to last you? And how much can you spend? Not how much you're willing to spend, but how much can you spend, Definitely think about those things.